Welcome back to The Real Rejects. I'm Greg Alba.
And welcome back to The Real Rejects. I'm John Humphrey.
We're gonna watch new Rockstars with Eric Voss. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I've been waiting for. The second those Disney Plus shows big game spot dropped for Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki, I was like, new Rockstar is gonna put out videos. I don't know if they'll put out one for Loki, but definitely there's one here for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That one shot.
That one
has
shot.
A lot to analyze.
25-minute breakdown they have coming up. If you guys haven't subscribed to new Rockstars yet, you're gonna want to do so. And if you end up liking our video, please make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Don't know why I said it like that. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier gave us its first official teaser during the Super Bowl in a kind of Marvel on Disney Plus spot that also teased bonkers looks at WandaVision and Loki. We're going to talk about WandaVision and Loki in other videos, but here we're just going to focus on Falcon and Winter Soldier because there is plenty to talk about from these 15 or so seconds. Guys, it's New Rockstars. We see a couple frames of Cap Shield and find like a million things to say.
Self-aware.
Anyways, one other warning in case I predict anything too accurately and ruin your life. Let's start with the first footage.
It's time.
Just like Captain
The
America.
shot shows us Cap's shield wedged in a tree before being yanked out by its new bearer, Sam Wilson, Falcon. Cap handed off to Sam in the final moments of Avengers Endgame with an approving nod from Bucky. And that nod should be enough for those of you who believe that Bucky, not Sam, deserves to carry that shield. And if the nod isn't enough, keep in mind that depending on how you interpret the timeline logic at the end of Endgame, old Cap could have lived his life in an alternate history created by his decision to stay in the past with Peggy. Now, this is all under dispute, but Endgame's directors have maintained that they believe Cap created a new branch timeline that played out off screen, and then he jumped back to this prime timeline to hand off the shield. The screenwriters and others have suggested that old Cap actually lived within this same timeline.
Russos are wrong.
That raises all kinds of confusing questions about Peggy's marriage and Cap standing by as horrible historical tragedies.
Yeah, that's my Cap.
Those tragedies being Cap making out with his grand niece.
Yeah, my Cap.
And the reason I bring this up is if you believe the director's alternate history explanation, Cap could have already handed off the shield to Bucky in that alternate timeline. A story that we might still see someday. And
thank God.
after that story, Cap has realized that it's more important for Sam to carry the shield in the way Endgame left things in this universe. The legacy of Captain America appears to be the key theme of this series, with the government ponying out a doppelganger, so perhaps old Cap wants the worthiest soldier he could imagine rallying the public to the truth. And that is veteran counselor Sam Wilson, not globally hated assassin Bucky Barnes. Now, Sam here is practicing Cap's old move, the backhand frisbee fling, but where is he? That appears to be some kind of farm home, maybe like Tony Stark's or Clint Barton's, but notice that Spanish moss hanging from the trees. That typically grows in the American South. Stark's farm is in New York, Barton's farm is in Missouri. Some have suggested that this farm looks similar to the Rambo home in Louisiana.
They're both black.
90s, now presumably by Monica Rambeau, her daughter. Monica Rambeau has been announced to appear in WandaVision, but not this series as of yet. Also, Sam's house here is blue, 2 stories, with a railing on the porch. The Rambeau house was smaller and gray. So perhaps this could be Sam Wilson's family's southern home, a place where he and Bucky can stay off the grid while still fugitives from their defiance of the Sokovia Accords and Civil War.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
This year is a retired mentor, guy in the chair of this base of operations, and probably also a shitty roommate. My grandniece doesn't have to pay rent because she's sharing my bed. This being Sam's ancestral home might also explain what exactly he's doing here. Now, it could be practicing frisbee and destroying the property's trees like out of anger at some tragic history that still haunts him. Like Jenny and her southern home sometimes.
Whoa, spoilers.
But before I continue, this extra little bounce in my step that you've been seeing, well, it's thanks to me unloading some junk in my trunk. And don't get any gross ideas, I'm talking about a wallet, a real old man wallet that I had to carry around with me everywhere. It was giving me back trouble, but no longer, thanks to our good friends at The Ridge.
The Ridge! We've got a Ridge wallet ourselves!
Ridge.com/RejectNation!
But go to these guys.
It's probably still functional.
The flagship product is the Ridge Wallet.
Yes.
It was launched on Kickstarter in 2013 and now sits in the thread pockets of over.
That's why we're doing this video.
Just try to get that sponsorship back.
John just happened to have it on him.
That no longer define me. This is their aluminum wallet in the raw color. They have other colors, including some very flashy tiki
Like
designs.
this
Some
one.
Really? This one's for me.
This color.
It's a cool
Love the
industrial
tiki ones,
chic vibe. The Ridge is a minimal front pocket wallet that's designed to streamline what you carry every day. It has 30,000 5-star reviews. There's a better way to carry your cash.
Wow, that's a lot of 5 stars.
There's a lifetime warranty if you love it.
It's a much longer ad than we did.
A lifetime warranty. Do we have one? Get one. Get a new
Over
one.
a dozen different
I got
styles.
an extra one.
There's yours, John.
There's mine! Celeste!
We have that bag too.
my favorite backpack.
I don't think I got any of the Ridge items. I keep all the other
stuff.
I was very excited about this sponsor. But now they sponsor your favorite channel too, so there you go.
Next, we get some wild aerial shots showing
X-Force.
gliding.
Then we're gonna see Black Widow.
Swayze, Point Break. Now it's hard to tell, but the gunman here looks kind of like Daniel Bruhl as Helmet Zemo, who's returning to this series after film wrecking the Avengers.
They both just look like white people.
His purple mask from the comics.
Oh, I didn't see that image yet.
Wings is still on, so in addition to carrying the shield, he's also going to keep the wings, which makes sense. He doesn't have a super soldier serum. He needs all the tech.
Falcon
So he needs
America.
wings.
Nice. Aiming a gun at Zemo, and then there's a close-up of Zemo as bullets are dropped to the ground
Different
in front of
shot.
him. Now, I'm guessing this is from a different moment because Bucky's holding the gun with his right hand, but then on the shot of Zemo, this is new vibranium
Probably
arm and hand
5
dropping
seconds later.
bullets, or there's just like a hand.
This gun
Last we
is
saw of
empty.
Zemo, he got arrested by T'Challa at the end of Civil War and ended up in Ross's custody, who's threatened with electric shock if he ever escaped. Perhaps the events of the blip could have freed him from that prison. When the prison
man.
guards dusted away, or Zemo himself.
Or
was
half of
away.
the
But then
cell
he
dusted away.
returned to his containment cell now opened. We know that Falcon Winter Soldier will be set in a deliberately post-blip world. There was a set photo with a sign reading Samson Development rebuilding your city after the blip. And if Bucky is unwilling to kill Zemo here, perhaps this suggests a team-up between Bucky and Zemo. Should be a lot of water under that bridge because, you know,
Yeah.
created Bucky for lots of murders.
Yeah.
But maybe Bucky's frustrated that Sam is carrying the torch he thinks he should carry, and then decides to take up Zemo on an offer to join a league of misunderstood outlaws, similar to a Thunderbolts theory I have pitched in previous videos.
I don't know about that.
The last clip.
Football.
Eagle Rare sweet release. Oh, we're back. Okay. We're at a football game with a marching band, fireworks, dancers, and a new...
Oh, I didn't notice the guy had an Avenger sign.
John
Yeah.
Walker, U.S. agent, a.k.a. the villain Super Patriot, played here by Wyatt Russell. Walker was introduced as the government's incarnation of Captain America to replace Steve Rogers' Captain America, and this would explain why he's being paraded here as this kind of Boy Scout poster boy, as Steve Rogers was as a PR tool for the war effort in the 40s. I'm guessing this will create a conflict between Wilson, the successor Cap chose, and Walker, the successor Ross and the government want. You can see that Walker has a newly designed logo, an A with the wings, really emphasizing America of Captain America even more strongly. He does carry a shield, but it's not clear
But-
if it's the true Cap vibranium shield.
Tell by his ass.
Costume.
That's
And
not
also,
America's
Sam
ass.
Bucky appeared in some facility hallway. Maybe the location Zemo was last seen. It's only a few frames, but there's definitely some tension here. Could be some shield envy, or based on Mackie and Stan at Comic-Con, could be some sexual tension.
When we go to work, we have a really good time.
Anyway, comment with your thoughts on this teaser
I
and
hope they
stay
have
tuned for
sexual
separate videos on WandaVision, the other Marvel updates we got during the Super Bowl coming very soon. Follow me at EA Boss, follow me Rockstars on social media, subscribe to Rockstars for all of our Marvel theories. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Eric Voss, you need to get some sleep, buddy.
I love Eric Voss, but I hope he's okay because he's just always breaking these videos down. You know, and sometimes those theories get what?
What can I say? Another great new Rockstars breakdown video. That shot at the football stadium, I couldn't tell if that was actually a part of the show or if that was just some image they threw in there because this trailer was premiering at the Super Bowl. But then with this breakdown moment, I actually really appreciated it, clarifying that this is probably John Walker, a super patriot, looking at the new Captain America logo, but also the thing they pointed out about how it's kind of reflecting what we saw in Captain America, the First Avenger, how they used Steve Rogers as a PR tool, a showman of sorts, and how they're pretty much doing the exact same thing here. It's making me kind of wonder, why are they doing that? Are they trying to hide the fact that Captain America, Steve Rogers, is no longer with us? So they're putting in they're putting in a dude who looks kind of similar to him, at least under the mask. So out of everything they said here, that moment of clarity I actually really appreciated a lot. Or maybe he's just a new football player.
Or it could be, you know, the government introducing a new symbol of justice their way, you know, because Super
Yeah.
Patriot obviously doesn't share the same ideals that Captain America does, and so having somebody under the thumb of the government who they can control seems like it might be a thing that they would be inclined
Yeah.
to do, you know?
There was a lot of talk that Eric Voss was putting here about how there's potential envy over the Shield. I don't think the show's going to go down that path. I mean, there's quite a few reoccurring things they were pointing out that this could possibly be leaking to that. There's nothing here, at least especially in the way how Endgame went down, that would hint at the possibility that Bucky would be jealous at all or really want to take up the Captain America shield. And then looking at Zemo and Bucky, those scenes, while I get where he was coming from on this, to me, that moment actually registers as a potential moment really showcasing growth and evolution for Bucky. Considering what happened in Civil War, Zemo completely mind-controlled Bucky and exploited him, used him. That moment to me, at least in the brief little second that we got of it, registered more as he found him, but he's not going to kill him, which is an old thing that Bucky definitely would have done before.
Yeah.
And this is showing, no, he's not going to kill him. I don't think like that's the final scene, like, oh, they've been hunting him down, they finally caught him. But still, Zemo, I think, will be an ultimate baddie overarching the season, perhaps something to do with even Super Patriot. That's just more the impression that I got.
Potentially, or I could imagine Zemo almost being sort of a reluctant but necessary part of their plan, or some reason they need to get in contact with him. Maybe he's not the main bad guy, because I feel like a series like this would want to have some new character.
Sure,
Looks
sure.
like, yeah, Super Patriot could be that, or somebody we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I could definitely see Zemo being pulled in some kind of dubious way. You know, maybe
Yeah.
they have leverage over him or something. Maybe he escapes at some point. But it is cool to see him back and to get at least a tease at some wrap up to that history. And yeah, I don't really feel like Falcon and Bucky would really have a reason to fight over the mantle.
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes sense that they would team up over it. You know, because they don't seem to have a heck ton of friction in the past already. And I don't know, it just seems like a petty squabble for them to be like, I want to be the new Captain America, when like neither of them has the super soldier serum the same way that Cap does.
That's true. I mean, I'll disagree that I think they have major tension from the past. Captain America, the Winter Soldier is where Sam Wilson was first introduced, and a big part was helping to take down Winter Soldier.
Look where we've come since then.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's Cap's best buddy, he's got to know by now that Bucky's not a bad dude.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel like we'll get the buddy cop. And I'm glad they reminded me of the Sokovia Accords thing, because so much has happened since Civil War, you know, with the blip and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, that Sokovia Accords thing is probably still in play.
Or at least being discussed. Like, what happens to that in a post-blip world? you
Yeah,
know?
I feel like, especially since the heroes taking charge was the thing that reversed the blip. Yeah. They're essential, so maybe there is an argument to be made there. And they did point out how Zemo, last time we saw him, was being held by Martin Freeman's Everett Ross. So maybe we'll get a Martin Freeman cameo in here.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It's right. It's all I'm tuning in for. You know what I think? We'll get a Captain America cameo, too. It's going to be that annoying handing off thing that they do where Captain America will appear in the first like 5 minutes of the first episode, and then it's gonna make us go, man, I really wish Captain America was here the entire show. But he's not going to be.
And then
That's
he's gonna look at the shield, and then it's gonna zoom in, and then we're gonna zoom on his face, and he's gonna go, next time, and then he's gonna leave.
Yeah.
You know. So
Makes sense.
when the reboot happens, but where's the farm? That's what I want to know. Where is it? Is it in Louisiana? Is it somewhere other than that?
I think there's no validity at all to the trees and trying to decipher that. It's
Listen,
all
Spanish moss.
so much of
It's a southern phenomenon in the Americas.
so much of filmmaking involves like taxes and a whole bunch of weirdness. We have to shoot here for this purpose. We have to shoot here for that purpose. You know how many things take place in America that they film in Canada? It's like all the CW shows, all right? So I don't think examining the type of trees is gonna really let us in on where he's at.
Well,
I'll be
you're
very
wrong.
surprised. I'm like, whoa, those trees are specifically from that state. That is crazy.
When that location title card comes up and you see how wrong you are, you're going to feel real embarrassed.
Yeah, but I do believe that it could be a hideout for both Bucky and Sam. But man, why is he destroying trees, you know? Like, this is not an environmentalist show whatsoever.
No, man.
It's
That's
just-
the real villainy, is they're tearing down the trees.
This really is a representation of the America that we live in.
Where's
now.
Swamp Thing when you need him? In
So-
the DC universe.
You see, like, Rey in Rise of Skywalker destroying trees for part of her training. Sam, it's part of his training, destroying trees. What the hell? Stop destroying trees for your training. Create targets. Go Jean-Claude Van Damme and kickboxer. Come on, guys. You know what to do. Stop destroying environments. Joaquin Phoenix is going to do a speech about it when he wins at the Oscars, all right? All right, guys, what did you think of this new Rockstars video? What do you agree with Eric Voss about? Do you agree more with us on the things we disagree with Eric Voss about? Does that question make sense? Which one of these shows are you most excited for? Let's just go with that one. Guys, subscribe to the new Rockstars channel because they are incredible. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Throw your shield our way to get accepted in the Reject Nation. Also, it's time for Adelia Chamberlain. Adelia, man, what can I say after everything that has been said about you? You are one of the people I'm closest with at our Patreon page. I love the living hell out of you. I love talking with you. There's so much that I've learned about you recently, but there's one thing I want to focus in on right now. Your favorite food is Italian food. I did not know that. That's incredible to know.
Whoa, that's mind-blowing.
I'm half Italian. I suck at cooking Italian food, though, so I feel like now we got more in common. John is a really good cook. So if you were to cook some Italian food, let's say Adelia and I wanted to hang out, have some dinner, her and I, friend date, what would you cook for us?
All right, Adelia, I'm going to make you guys both a homemade pizza to start out with, all right? You know, maybe go off-roading on it, put some sausage, little veggies, maybe mix up the sauce, maybe make it like a white pizza or a pink pizza or something, you don't know. Then, you know what I'm going to do? More starch. I'm going to boil up some noodles. I'm going to make you a nice tomato sauce, and then I'm going to make a dish, but I'm going to shape the spaghetti, the pasta and the sauce like the both of you guys holding hands, right? So then you're not even going to want to eat it because you're going to be like, this is art that John made us with his incredible, mind-blowing talent and skills for culinary as well as visual media. And, you know, then you guys are going to starve. But luckily you'll have that pizza that I made you because that's just going to look like a pizza, you know. And a little bottle of $2 Chuck from the Trader Joe's. Because you can't get better than $2 wine. Love you, Adelia.
Definitely listen to that whole thing.
Yeah. To fall asleep tonight, listen to it back.